Have you ever wondered why you keep putting off what you know you need to do? Why, even knowing that your success depends on acting now, do you insist on procrastinating, waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives? The truth is harsh, but necessary. You're not good enough. Not yet. And do you know why? Because you're allowing procrastination to steal your life. You're stuck in a comfort zone that's preventing you from reaching your true potential. Think about all the opportunities you've lost because you delayed what needed to be done. Think about every project you left unfinished, every dream that was abandoned along the way. Time passes, and you keep letting slip away the chances that will never come back. Procrastination isn't just a delay. It's a recipe for failure. And if you don't change now, you'll stay trapped in this cycle of mediocrity. But here's the good news. You don't have to live like this. The Stoics, philosophers who faced far greater adversities than you ever imagined, discovered the secret to breaking this cycle. They understood the value of time and knew that procrastination was an irreparable loss. And if you really want to change, it's time to learn from them. Let's find out together how the Stoics would defeat procrastination and how you can use this philosophy to transform your life. The Stoics believed in something simple but deeply transformative. Time is your most precious asset. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, said that wasting time is the biggest mistake we can make. He wasn't just talking about minutes or hours, but your entire life. When you procrastinate, you're literally throwing away your existence. And do you know the problem? Most people live as if time were infinite, as if there would always be tomorrow to do what could be done today. Seneca reminds us in On the Shortness of Life that life is long enough to achieve great things. But most of us waste that time on distractions and delays. He says, while we delay, life speeds by. Have you ever stopped to think about how many important moments you've missed because you postponed decisions, tasks, and commitments? The Stoics saw time as a limited treasure. To them, the time you have today is the only time that matters. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. Procrastination, according to Seneca, is a form of early death. Every second you delay your responsibilities is a second you'll never get back. If you want to stop living a mediocre life, you need to start treating your time with the respect it deserves. Procrastination is a poison that destroys your opportunities and undermines your potential. You can't let this happen anymore. It's time to learn to act now, to make urgency a part of your daily life. Seneca and the Stoics knew that time won't wait, and you need to embrace this reality. The Stoics had a fundamental principle that can completely change the way you approach your tasks. Prohoresis. This refers to your ability to choose your attitude in the face of situations. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, understood this as the power to act, regardless of the circumstances. And, more importantly, he believed this power lies within you now. How many times have you postponed something, waiting for the perfect moment? Here's a brutal truth. That moment will never come. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, says, "You must act as if you were dying." He knew life gives no guarantees. Procrastination is often an excuse to avoid discomfort. You delay because you're afraid, because you don't want to face the challenge. But do you know what's worse? Putting things off is the most effective way to ensure you'll never accomplish anything. Immediate action is the cure for this evil. When you understand that every minute is irreversible, you begin to act. And Marcus Aurelius teaches us that no matter how hard the task is, or how complex the decision may be, the important thing is to act now, without hesitation. Procrastination isn't just a lack of discipline. It's a denial of your own ability to transform the present moment. Immediate action doesn't mean you'll do everything perfectly. It means you will do it. And that's what the Stoics practiced. The wisdom of action. Act, even when afraid, even in uncertainty. The world won't wait for you, and your life shouldn't either. Action is the only way to defeat procrastination. Seneca knew it. Marcus Aurelius knew it. And now you know it too. Now, here's the real challenge. How do you maintain this constant action? How do you resist the impulses that pull you back into procrastination? The Stoics understood that the hardest battle is always internal. Seneca said that immediate pleasure is the enemy of discipline, and you know this. How many times have you chosen the momentary satisfaction of watching a video or scrolling through social media instead of facing the task that truly matters? Self-discipline, for the Stoics, is the key to winning the battle against your own desires. Seneca taught that we must train ourselves to resist the impulses that distract us from our purpose. He believed we are all capable of greatness, but only if we learn to say no to easy pleasures and yes to what is difficult and necessary. Procrastination feeds on our weakest impulses. It offers immediate comfort, but charges an enormous long-term price: the loss of your own life. Seneca warns us, nothing is more shameful than succumbing to pleasure when necessity calls. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time you give in to procrastination, you are choosing to be mediocre. You're choosing the easy path, but also the emptiest one. What you need is to cultivate the internal strength to resist these temptations. The good news is that this can be trained. The more you exercise Stoic discipline, the easier it becomes to resist the impulse to delay. Do what needs to be done, even if you don't feel like it. Discipline is the muscle that will pull you out of procrastination and lead you to success. Now that you understand the value of time and the importance of immediate action, it's time to put this into practice. How do you apply Stoicism in your daily life to beat procrastination? Here are some strategies the Stoics used, and you can adopt them starting today. First, break your tasks into small steps. Seneca believed that great achievements are the result of small, consistent actions. Start with something simple, but get it done. It doesn't matter the size of the task. What matters is starting now. Second, create routines. Marcus Aurelius was a master of discipline. He woke up every day with a clear purpose and didn't allow himself to be distracted. Establishing a daily routine eliminates the need to overthink. When you have a plan, it's much easier to avoid procrastination. Finally, embrace discomfort. The Stoics believed that pain and discomfort are part of life. If you want to beat procrastination, you must be willing to face what's difficult. Don't run from tough tasks. Embrace them. They are the path to your growth. Every time you procrastinate, you're losing a part of your life that will never come back. This is the reality the Stoics teach us. Seneca reminds us that when we delay what needs to be done, we are literally wasting our existence. Procrastination isn't just a character flaw, it's a waste of life. When you put things off, you're choosing to be less than you could be. You're opting for a smaller future, for a weaker version of yourself. And in the end, what will remain is regret for the lost opportunities and the time you'll never recover. But you have a choice. The Stoics teach us that change starts now. In this exact moment, you can stop wasting your life. You can start acting and turn every second into an opportunity for growth and achievement. Procrastination doesn't have to be your destiny. The Stoics knew life is short but rich in meaning when used correctly. Seneca teaches us to value each moment, and Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the power of action is in our hands right now. If you truly want to defeat procrastination, you must start today. Now, not tomorrow, not later. Time won't wait for you. So what are you going to do? Will you continue wasting your life with delays? Or will you embrace the power of immediate action? It's time to be more than you have been. The choice is yours. The Stoics have given you the tools. Now, it's your turn to use them. If you want to change your life and stop being a prisoner of procrastination, start now. Act. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone you know who needs to hear this message. And above all, practice what you've learned. I'll see you in the next video with more practical lessons for you to transform your life.